You would be amazed if you answered our phone at the office and realize how many people will call in. They're making a decent income, but maybe it's student loans, maybe it's credit card debt that's caught up with them over time. Yeah, I was interested in what you have because I'm thinking maybe I could save some money in the insurance policy and then borrow out and invest in real estate. I'm thinking, what kind of return might they get in real estate? What do you think would be accurate right now, assuming they're not underwater or, negative cash flowing? Do you have an idea, Sam? Yeah. Do you think it's going to, let's make it easier. Do you think it's going to be less or more than 10%? Less than 10%. Okay? And what are you paying on your credit card? What interest rate is that at? 22. Do you know what? I just spotted a really good investment. They can make 22% by paying off their credit card, could they not? Yeah, but they're focusing on real estate. And why do people do that? Because when you don't understand something, it can easily look more attractive than what it really is. Okay? A 2.5% average rate of return sounds fantastic if you've just got off the phone with the bank and heard 0.02%, doesn't it? But when you understand what's really going on in the real estate investment, maybe with your credit card debt, it's much easier to make the right decision. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're bringing clarity to a very, very murky subject. And it's intentionally murky. And that's part of the problem of it. Because what do they say? Numbers don't lie, but liars do figure. And you can manipulate the numbers. Okay? How to earn 6% without earning 6%. Would anyone like to see this magic trick? Okay. Mrs. Turner, would you mind assisting me with this? I could use your baking skills up here. So what we've got up here is we've got an amount of water in this pitcher that represents $100,000, okay? Now, this whole example is to scale because John did the numbers for me and converted numbers into ounces, okay? And so this water is measured out in ounces, and so it will be specific for this hole. So you'll get to see it. So Mrs. Turner, come on up, please. Now, if you put this $100,000 away in a place where you don't touch it and it compounds on itself every year at 6%, at the end of that time, you would have $574,000. Okay? 30 years later, $574,000. Okay, what I would like you to do, Mrs. Turner, is I would like you to take off a standard management fee on a portfolio that is less than $1 million. Okay? The standard management fee is only 1%, okay? So if you would go ahead and pour this water into here until you're to the top of the blue line, that would be great. So if you take off this 1% management fee every single year, then you're not only going to lose the management fee, but you're also going to lose the growth on that management fee you had to pay before it could earn interest, aren't you? Do you know how much you're going to lose? $150,000. Now, Uncle Sam likes his share of everything we do, doesn't he? And so let's do a 24% tax bracket. So if you would just pour more out of this pitcher until it's to the top of that blue line, we'll see what that looks like. Now, a lot of people are surprised that 24% tax is less than 1% management fee. Why would that be? Yes, he's right. It's one time versus every single year. 24% is only on the growth, isn't it? 1% is on your investment portfolio every single year. If you make money, 1%. If you lose money, 1%. If you stay the same, 1%. You know, that's sort of like kicking someone when they're down, isn't it? Not fair. Okay, so at the end of 30 years, this is how much we actually have after we've taken care of management fees and taxes and lost all that growth that we would have earned if we hadn't had to pay those along the way. But which one would buy more? If we took $1 from when you had saved it and spent it, could we buy more with that dollar, or could we buy more with $1 30 years later? When you started. Anyone know the name of that? Inflation. So if you would pour off into inflation till you're to the top of the blue line, what do you think inflation is right now? What percent? 3%? Yeah, that's pretty conservative in my opinion. But it's crazy. If you Google the numbers and you take these right from the financial experts, they're going to tell you, oh, it's only 2.8 right now. Don't worry about it. So we use 2.8 in this example because we figured, okay, we'll be as generous to this poor person as we can. Because what you see here now is that they only have $29,000 more of purchasing power than when they put the money away 30 years ago. If you divide that up, that's only earning $81 a month, which is probably less than your cell phone bill, isn't it? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes. So that's how you earn 6% without earning 6%. Because remember, this was compounding at 6%. Did you know that if you find out what this return is, it's only 0.85%? That's what you're actually earning. Okay, very critical. A lot of people don't realize that. And then realize that the most profitable investments you ever make will probably be in an area of your expertise.